So look at my neck. I have skin tag left and then dark neck. These are the symptoms I got from when I was pregnant. And if you look at it, my recent videos, if you see them, you will see that it is clearing now, unlike before. It is more clearer now compared to before. So I would say, it is getting off on its own. If only this man knows that the CCTV camera he puts in his wife's shop was going to be the cause of their problem. I'm about to tell a story now. So if only he knows that starting that business with for his wife was going to cause this huge problem for him, he would have just let things be the way it was, as in he would have continued to be the sole provider of his family. So this is a story of a man. I was going through, I was reading stories online on people's pages. So I came across the one a man sent talking about how a man went to approach his wife. He was the one who talked about business to his wife as a well-doing man. So he thought of establishing his wife to get her doing something instead of always staying at home or whiling away time just like that. So he called his wife on a fateful day and then asked the wife what she would love to start doing. So his wife said she would like to start up a business. So what kind of business? She said she would love to start selling clothes. So the man said, okay. And then she said she doesn't want to settle for, she doesn't want a back clothes, okay. She doesn't want to set up as a beginner, being Odogu wife that she is, that her shop needs to start booming immediately. She doesn't want to take things easy because she has a friend who sells turkey wears. So she insisted on selling turkey wears too. So the husband said he tried to, advise her. He tried to get her, let her see reasons why it is important for her to start from little, since she doesn't have customers yet, that she needs to grow her customers and everything before going to the length that she wants. She said no, that she must start up in a big way or that she's not starting. So her husband being a peaceful man, and then he thought of, since she's his wife, and then he could do anything, and then he has the money as well. So he now asks her to go make inquiries of what it will take for her to start up the clothing business and then turkey wears as well. So she went and then make her inquiries and told her husband that the business is going to take about 10 million. So the husband said it is a huge amount of money. He tried to talk her down, so that they could start up something, they could manage. The woman insisted that she has to start up with that one. So the man said, okay, good and fine, I will do that for you. Investing for you, you are my wife, so I could do that. So he now asked the wife to go and then start learning the business, that she has 2 months to go learn about the business, while him, the husband, would also go back to business to raise the 10 million in 2 months time, that everything will be set. So the wife went on and then started learning the business. She went to join a woman in her shop and then to learn that business. So it happens to be that she's getting on well with this woman. They're getting along very well. Every time she comes back home, she's always talking to the husband about the woman. So unknowingly to the husband, they are birds of a feather. Both of them, the woman, his wife, and then the woman she's learning trade from, both of them are birds of a feather. So he doesn't know what they were doing, but the thing is that they're getting on well. So he was surprised that for two women to be getting on well like this. So to him, it's okay since there is no problem. So 2 months on, she's done learning the business, and then she came back to the husband for the money. So the husband gave her the money, and then he made sure that there was a shop and everything was set up. The business continued running. So he talked to his wife about getting a sales girl that could help her keep records of the shops. As Odogu wife that she is, she's not always coming to shop in time, and she's not meeting up, but she's always going out to the shop. So she declined the idea that she doesn't need a sales girl, that she's gonna keep running her business herself and that she could manage. So her husband said, okay, no problem. So time goes on. This is a business that a man invested 10 million naira on. In few months time, the wife comes back asking for more money, that there is nothing coming out from the shop and that customers are stealing from her. She told all sorts of stories to her husband to enable him give her more money to add into the shop. So the husband said he's going to give her the money, but on one condition. Since it is just few months ago I invested 10 million into this business and you're coming back for more money, I will give you if only you would accept to get a sales girl and then allow the husband put CCTV camera in the shop so that it will help us detect who is stealing from you whenever they comes. So the wife didn't abide by the idea. She didn't buy the idea, and then she said no, that she doesn't want any CCTV camera in her shop and that she doesn't need a sales girl. She wants her home to just be her and then her husband and then her shop as well. She doesn't want any third party, that she could run things by herself. So the husband said okay and then gave her the money. But unknowingly to the wife, her husband had another plan. Her husband went behind and then contacted someone who could help him set up a camera in his wife's shop. But the wife is not aware of this. So the reason why the man did that was not so that he could monitor his wife, but so that his intention was to get to see those who steals from his wife, and then to get to know how the business is running, that how come this wife could not make anything out of the 10 million naira I invested, and then she's coming back for more. So that was the only intention he had in setting up that camera. It's not as if he was suspecting his wife of anything. So on a day that his wife didn't come to shop, he went with the guy that he contacted to set up the camera, and then they mounted the camera in the shop. The wife is not aware of this. So he got back home. It was connected to his phone. The camera was connected to his phone, that he's running his own business, and then he was able to see what was happening through his phone. So when he checked his phone on a day, what he saw was surprising, and he couldn't believe it was coming from his wife. That in his shop, in her wife's shop, what he saw that was a woman, his wife will make a phone call, and then a few minutes after making a phone call, a boy will enter, young boy, not just small boys, different boys. This has happened on several occasions. And then being a place where a business started, there was no customers that you will say there is like in and out flow, business is happening here. What you will see steadily there is whenever she makes a phone call, a boy comes in, they will do one or two things. After having sex and all of that, she will pay them. So that was how the husband found out that this is what she does with his money. And this was the reason why she couldn't give any account of the business that she had started some months ago before coming back to request for another money. So this man thought of what to do and then decided to keep calm. On a good day like this, he called his wife and asked his wife, is there anything she would like to tell him? Is there anything she knows that if the husband get to find out, it is going to affect their marriage? The wife said no, that there is nothing. And then why is he asking? He said he's asking out of curiosity. So she said no, that there is nothing happening. So on a good day, she went to shop again. Her husband sent her a video, a clip of what has been happening in the shop. So she was surprised, and then because her husband has got to know, to find out what was happening, she thought of a plan. She thought of doing something to cover up her mess so that her husband would not take this to her family people, so that other people don't get to hear about what was going on. So she thought of that, and the plan she came up with was, first of all, she started calling her husband's siblings to lie to them that her husband has been eating outside, and then because of his personality and the kind of person he is, people are likely to poison him, and that they should warn him to stop eating outside. And please, this information she's giving to them, they shouldn't let her husband know that this is coming from her. So they keep calling their brother to tell them, stop eating outside, this is what is happening. He was surprised to ask, where did you get this from? So his wife told one of his sister that both of them are too close to, and then also told the sister, do not let your brother know that I was one who said this to you. He came back home last night, he had food poison, I had to rush him to the hospital, and then the doctor confirmed it was food poison. So his sister now called him to say, bros, this is what is happening, please, you know how close we are, your wife. So the brother asked, where did you get this information from? She said, your wife said this to me, and she has been telling this to all of your other brothers, so please play safe for us. He said there is no such thing, that he's not eating outside, he has never been diagnosed of any food poison before. So he still kept quiet and was wondering why would his wife go on to tell his family that he has been having food poison and that nobody should let him know about it. So his wife prepared his favorite for him and asked him to come and eat. Because he has had the information that his wife has been feeding his family with lies that he has been having food poison, so he was kind of suspicious, that he was scared that he doesn't want to eat this food. So he now told his wife to come and join him and eat. She said no, that she's not eating, that she made the food for him, that was his favorite. He said, come and have a taste, the way they normally eat before, husband and wife, come and eat with me. The wife refused to eat. So he now asked her, why did you go about telling my family I'd be having food poison? Is that why you don't want to have this food with me? She said no, that she didn't tell anybody anything. He now said, you are the one feeding my family with lies that I had been having food poison. And now you made food for me. You do not want to join me to eat. What is going on? So the man left the food at that moment and didn't eat it again. So he now thought of what to do. He was confused, and then he now said, because he said he doesn't want his wife video to be on social media. So he took some of the clip that he recorded and then sent to his sister that this is what is going on, and this could be the reason why his wife has been feeding them with lies that he has been having food poison, and then he believed that his wife wants to poison him because she made his favorite and then asked him to eat. He refused to eat, and then she refused to join him. And also, the reason why he believed that his wife wants to poison him is for her to go on calling his family people, that lying to them that he has been having food poison and been diagnosed of food poison, that there is no such record, and they could also go to their family doctor to confirm there is no such thing. So he also told the wife that this video he has, is not going to release it, but he's going to let his family know what is happening. So he asked the wife to stay apart from him for the moment, and then he sent the clip to his family and also to his wife's family. And this is what is happening, that at the moment he's confused. This was the reason why he brought this story to social media, and then he's seeking for advice. And he also said that he doesn't want his wife's video to be on social media because it's gonna go viral, and it's something that would affect him and his children. So my opinion on this is, for such thing to happen, and for someone to think of poisoning you, someone to think of taking your life, the person has gone far. And it's not something you should give a second thought. It is something you should totally cut off with the person. It's not something you should even, do not have such a person anywhere close to you again. This is something that has to do with your life. If you still allow her to live with you as your wife or as his wife, she is still the same person that would always cook for him to eat. So chances of her doing something wrong to him is very high. Because she wants to cover up her mess, and because she's enjoying what she's doing, she might someday come to the length of thinking of how to take away this man totally, so that she will now be in charge of the man's wealth. Because as a wealthy man, he already acquired some wealth for himself, for the children as well. So she wants a way that she would be the person in charge of it, so that she will not be answerable to anybody again, so that nobody is going to disturb or question her again. She wants to be in a space where she is in charge. So this is something everyone should avoid. If you ever had any experience, I thought I should share this message to every one of us, to bring this story to us, so that we should also know what is happening and learn from it. We should always play safe, and in a situation like this, we shouldn't give it a second thought. It is something that you should just cut off from that person totally, because God has just revealed to you what this person is about to do to you. If you allow it, it is definitely going to happen to you. Thanks for everyone who listened to this story. If you are coming across my channel for the first time, please do go to subscribe, like my videos, and drop your opinions. Thank you.